late president, she's the former president. So she's still alive and well and with us, all right? So, continuing, I wanted to just make all of you aware that we are trying. In 3 months or in 6 months, Cooper Square has been here a little over 3 months themselves. They have done a tremendous amount of work. Some of the things you're able to see, and others are in the works. And Jan has covered those in his manager's report. However, the amount of pressure that has been put on our accounting department has been tremendous. And I can't say that it has been by the majority of directors or by homeowners and so forth who seem to understand better than a specific director, which at this time I find myself unable to work with in her capacity as treasurer of the GTCA. So I'm asking this board that I can no longer work with Barbara Tokay as treasurer of the GTCA. And this board appointed Barbara Tokay as treasurer. And I'm asking a motion to remove Barbara Tokay as treasurer and for us to find a qualified person that can help us through trying times.
I'd like to make a motion according to Article 7, Section 3, to remove Barbara Tokay as the treasurer of GTCA effective immediately.
I second it.
Can we get a vote on that, or actually, can we have a
I'd like-
discussion
I'd like-
on it,
may I?
please? You can start. Yes.
Of course. The reason why I made a motion because unfortunately Barbara doesn't have any related financial experience and doesn't have enough time. We are in dire straits to help our financial department, and we probably definitely would be best suited with somebody who has a background in accounting, in finances. Our accounting helps, which unfortunately Barbara, because of things I mentioned before, cannot provide.
Thomas?
This one is a surprise to me. It's a shocker, but for the good of the galaxy. I've seen things that that shouldn't have been done by Ms. Tokay, and I always look at being part of the solution, not part of the problem, because I've asked for things that I could not get, and I'm still waiting. And I understand that. I understand the reason why I can't get it, because there are other things that are priorities as opposed to what I'm asking for. And I don't know if I had said before, I did not vote for her at the time, but I said I thought she could do the job if she just stayed away from all the way down to the detail and move it back a notch at what I think a treasurer should do, looking at the overall way books are kept and stuff of that nature, and understanding that it takes time to change a process that was broken and get it together, fix it, and adjust the numbers before you start running out and doing the financials. So based on that, I don't think she did that. I don't think she did that. And it was hindering the process instead of helping the process. And I'm sorry, that's the way I saw it.
Franco?
Well, there's nothing I've seen that Barbara's requesting or has done that warrants, in my opinion, this motion. I think she's looking out for the best interest of the galaxy. Barbara works very, very hard. She runs for these meetings after coming back from the city. I think there's already a preconceived notion before she was elected that it wasn't unanimous, and there were things, in my opinion, that were long-standing issues against Barbara. But as far as Barbara not being able to do her job, I think that's accurate, but it's only because she hasn't been able to get the information. I think that she's requesting, and again, she's requesting this information on behalf of the homeowners. She has concerns, I have concerns, and I would definitely vote against this motion. I think that the Barbara Tokay is definitely an asset to the board and to the homeowners, and I just wish this would fail, this motion.
Luann?
Well, with all due respect, I think this is a real load, and I think it's extremely detrimental, and I think it's a terrible thing that we just come up and surprise. Well, I mean, some of us may be surprised. I'm sure others of us are not, that this all of a sudden is just come up on the table like this. I know there's a lot of personal animosity, not only between Barbara and other people, but between a lot of people on the board. I think that Barbara does a spectacular job. I admit that I really don't know that much about finances, but I do read every memo that Barbara writes. And every memo that Barbara writes, as far as I can see, she has very intelligent questions. I really don't think it's her fault if she doesn't get the answers, or if she doesn't get the information. She is persistent. I think that's a good thing. I don't think that's a bad thing. And I think that this is, as I just said, a real load. And I think it would be very detrimental if this vote passed and, you know, people got rid of Barbara as treasurer. I think she really has the best interests of us at heart. She's always looking for information. She wants to save us money. She asks the smart questions, and there's all this talk about nasty emails. I read every email that Barbara has ever written, and I have never found one to be nasty. I have found other emails to be very nasty, but for Barbara, I always find them, she's very
All right,
stern.
Luann, that's it.
Okay, but I think I'm allowed, I think this is
Wait a
pretty
second.
important, then why can't I finish?
2 minutes. You
Who
got
said
2
that?
minutes.
Who said
said
2
that?
minutes?
2 minutes is for that whenever we have discussion,
Oh.
it's 2 minutes is what we
Yeah,
have.
if
Oh,
there's
and
something
no,
you're
I think
opposed
that's
to-
very unfair.
Okay.
Okay,
Great.
I
then
stand
fine.
corrected, it's 4
No.
minutes.
4 minutes, Luan.
Go ahead.
Start-
Go ahead.
start all over again.
Oh, well, thank you all so much. I just think it's a real shame. I think it's terrible. And you're trying to do your job. I think you're doing as good as you can. And if people don't like your attitude, I think tough on them. You're doing the best for the association, for the best of the people who live here. And that's what I have to say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Richard?
No,
No, we'll come down and finish. Barbara will be last and have her say.
Oh. Okay, I'm really split in my decision on this. Barbara has a wealth of knowledge, that's why I nominated her to be treasurer, but there's just a lot of things. She has a very condescending attitude with people, demanding attitude with people. And lately, what she's been doing has been going outside the board. We haven't even discussed a lot of things. And she's just over the internet, and I just think it's very bad. A lot of things we don't discuss here, she doesn't bring to the table. True, we have a hard time discussing things because we can't agree on much, and that's just the good and the bad. So I haven't made up my mind as of this minute yet.
Well, I didn't vote for Barbara the first time around. What it makes me really very disappointed that instead of her working with us together, I have people to tell me, if you want to have information, go to Galaxy Facts and you will have this information. And I have here to show to all of you information that 2 days ago she could have come to us and tell here to the board, I like to be educated. I want to know before other people know. This is what is all about the board, to work together and to be informed together. And what it is happening that Barbara doesn't do that. She first showed it on, and I am questioned by all kinds of owners about her emails, and I don't have a clue what she's doing and why she's doing. Like, for example, the $15 million